Why do some people stay consistent and succeed no matter what, while others struggle, fail, and fall off? In this video, we'll go over what actually separates high achievers from everyone else, including discipline, standards, sacrifice, and how they think long term. High achievers are not more motivated than other people. They're not more motivated than you, than me, than anybody else. The difference is that they don't rely on motivation. They rely on standards. They have standards. They set standards for themselves. What do I mean by that? I mean that they don't rely and make decisions based on feelings, on how they feel. High achievers will think, is this aligned with my goal? Is this aligned with what I'm going to achieve, what I'm going after? Versus other people will think, do I feel like doing this today? No, I don't feel like doing this. I'll just wait. I'm just not motivated to go to the gym. I'm just not motivated to film my YouTube video. I just don't feel like posting today. I just don't feel like fill the blank. High achievers don't give themselves the option to do as they feel. They do what is aligned. They take discipline very seriously. They respect their standards. Kobe Bryant was known for this. He was known to wake up at 4 a.m. to go work out and train every morning before the training session with the team. And when he was asked why are you doing this? Why do you go at 4 a.m.? He explained that going earlier was giving him more sessions, more training session than everybody else over time. So it's really about the standards that you set for yourself and aligning with those standards. High achievers don't act on feelings based on feelings, they act based on standards and if it's aligned with their goal or not. To change the mindset, to go from the mindset of someone that is struggling and that doesn't have discipline, that is just having a hard time achieving their goals in life, from that mindset to a high achiever mindset. First, what you can do here is set 3 non-negotiables regarding your goal, aligned with your goals. So let's say your goal is to become a content creator. You want to have your YouTube channel, you want to have an Instagram, a TikTok, whatever the case might be. Well, give yourself non-negotiables. High achievers don't do just when they feel like it, when they feel like posting. They don't just film when they feel like filming. No, they do it because they know it's the standard to be a content creator, a successful content creator. So pick 3 non-negotiables regarding your goal and then practice doing them regardless of how you feel, regardless of your mood. When we are going after our dream life, we are aiming for high goals, for bigger things in our life. And for things that we don't have, that maybe we never experienced or we experienced once upon a time, but we want more of it or we want it again. Remember that it takes sacrifice. Sacrifices are necessary when you are going after your dream life and achieve your goals. High achievers understand that. They understand that in order to achieve and in order to succeed, you have to let go of certain things. You have to sacrifice the things that are not aligned, the things that are not serving you. You have to let them go. It might be sacrificing that favorite TV show that you watch every night for 2 hours. It might be sacrificing being on social media and scrolling on your phone every night until you fall asleep at 1 a.m. But whether going to sleep early, waking up early and working on that side business and learning that skill that you don't have, that you need in order to become the person that you want to become and have the life that you want to become. Sacrifices is a norm in high achievers mindset. To adopt this mindset and to integrate sacrifices and not fight against them, here are actionable tips that you can do. You can look in your life and identify 3 time wasters in your life, things that are not aligned with your goal, things that are slowing you down, things that are distracting you. Identify them. Maybe it's going to bed too late because you're scrolling on your phone. Maybe it's eating too much junk food or using substances that are making you lazy, that are taking your energy away, and then you don't get up on time to achieve your goals. Maybe it's alcohol, maybe it's going out so often that you don't get proper sleep and you don't get enough time to do the things that you have to do. Identify 3 time wasters in your life and replace them by skills building or execution. Those little decisions that we make on a daily, those little things, those little change, and forcing ourselves to do certain things that we don't really feel like it, but we know are necessary to build the life that we want, to achieve the goal that we want to achieve. All those little things that you do every single day, all these matters because it compounds. Those are the compound interest that you cash out at the end of that journey, at the end of that process to achieve that goal. All those little tweaks and all those little changes and all those little push that you do on a daily basis, that rewiring, that discipline building, that consistency building, all those are what take you to your goal. That brings me to my third point, which is delayed gratification. High achievers are delayed gratification addicts. They could care less about instant gratification because they understand what it means. Delayed gratification is often the way to your success. What feels good now, it's usually not what builds your future. To illustrate that, to prove that, there's actually studies behind it. People that can master delayed gratification are often high achievers. There's an experiment that was done with kids. It's the Stanford marshmallow experiment. You probably heard of it before. But basically in the experiment, they gave the options to kids to either have one marshmallow right now or wait until the next day and they would have 2 marshmallows. The kids that refused the marshmallow now and choose the delayed gratification said, okay, I'd rather wait and have 2 tomorrow. They proved that they were more successful later on in their lives. They tracked their life, and 30 years in, they checked and they compared the lifestyle and the outcome of their life. And the kids that decided to pick delayed gratification, they had better life outcomes long term. So to practice delayed gratification, what you can do from now on, as soon as you have a decision to make and you're about to do something, you take an action, well, take a breath and pause for a second and ask yourself, is this short-term comfort or long-term growth? If it is short-term comfort, you know what to do. You know you have to practice delayed gratification. The more you practice delayed gratification, the easier it will become. Your brain will be accustomed and used to delayed gratification. It will become automatic and it will not be as difficult as it is at the beginning. Another trait in the high achievers mindset, and it is obsessivity. They are obsessive with wins, especially in the early stages. They understand that balance is a luxury and focus is a requirement. You have to be obsessed with your goal. You have to breathe your goal, eat your goal, sleep your goal, read your goal, Google your goal, act on your goal every single day. At the early stages, when you want to achieve things and when you're going after certain goals, especially big goals, you have to understand that it will take time. And right now, when you are building the person, when you are becoming the person, when you are transforming and when you are building that project and you are working on your project or your goal, it's not the moment to have a balance with the goal you're working on and the rest of your life, the fun, the going out, the partying, the no discipline. No, this is a luxury. Balance is a luxury that comes after. But the early stages of high achievement, it is to be obsessed with the wins so much that you are not looking to try to balance your life. You are looking to stay focused and work as much as you can, as many hours as you can on your project, on your goal to achieve it. You cannot half build your dream life. You just can't. It has to be an all-in thing. It has to be okay, I'm going to lock in for a couple years and a few months, whatever your goal is at the moment. And there's nothing that I'm going to get distracted by and that I am going to allow to take me out of my course, out of my path to achieve this. This is high achievers mindset. So to practice this and to make it more actionable, You can start with, let's say, 90 days. Let's say you take 3 months out of the year and you pick one main goal. Okay, your bigger goal is to become a content creator. Pick one main goal to start your YouTube channel, building your brand message, your brand identity, and start filming, learning how to film, record, edit, publish, do all those things, thumbnails. You make a list of the things to take you there. And then for 3 months, you give yourself 3 months to achieve I started my YouTube channel, I learned how to film, I'm filming on a weekly basis, and I'm on a roll. I know what I want to do as far as my brand message. 3 months, locked in. You cut off all distractions. This is a part of being obsessive with your wins. This is a part of becoming a high achiever. You have to eliminate the distractions aggressively. You can't aim to be successful and to achieve all your goals and your dream life and build your dream life. What, mommy? See, even my cat is saying this. You can't aim for the stars and the moons and take naps every day and scroll for 3 hours every single day and drink alcohol and smoke. You just can't. You have to lock in. You have to focus. You have to cut off distractions. Your favorite artists and celebrities and influencers and the people that you look up to and that you look at their life and you're like, this is the life that I want. They were not doing that luxury, balanced life the whole time they built their brand and they built their career and they built their success. No, they had a phase, especially at the beginning, where they were locked in. They were most likely very much locked in, and they most likely didn't really have much of a life, much of a social life, of a going out, of a being distracted and all over the place, or it took them a very long time to achieve what they wanted to achieve. So it's time to lock in. It's time to become the high achiever that gets all the things that you want. If you want to build your dream life, you have to understand that you cannot half-pass build it. You just can't. You have to be all in and you have to become obsessed with your wins and with your goals. To recap and conclude this video, high achievers don't rely on emotions and feelings. They rely on standards. They understand that sacrifice is required for growth. You have to sacrifice certain things for life to even have the space to give you different things. You have to make space in your life. You only have 24 hours in a day. We all have the same 24 hours. Elon Musk has the same 24 hours than us. Jeff Bezos have the same 24 hours than us. Kobe had the same 24 hours than his teammates. But look, he got up earlier to go work out before the rest of the team, before all the other people in the NBA. He sacrificed his mornings. He sacrificed the sleeping late. He sacrificed the sleeping a little bit more, or spending time with his family, or going out late at night and then waking up later. You have to do sacrifices. You have to sacrifice in order to build your dream life. It has a cost. Otherwise, everybody would be living their dream life and I would not be here making videos about it, or myself chasing my dream life and building, not even chasing, building my dream life. What I'm saying here in my videos on this channel are things that I apply to myself, are things, most of them are honestly things that I've done first to then talk about them here. So understand that sacrificing is a part of the success. You have to sacrifice in order to grow. We also went over the delayed gratification for success and building this, mastering that skill of delayed gratification. And once again, this too, I practice myself and I've been practicing it for a long time. And I can promise you, delayed gratification becomes something that you actually look for and that you want, rather than instant gratification. Instant gratification over time, the more you practice delayed gratification, and the more instant gratification will be unappealing. It will be repulsing. This is not the road we're going to choose, because you will just understand that most of those instant gratification, they're usually not the ones that build you. They're usually not the ones that build your dream life. So practice delayed gratification and remember that focus beats balance in the early stages. When you want to have a balanced life and watch TV every night and scroll on your phone and eat the junk food and drink alcohol every day and party all weekend long, well, if you want to achieve your goals, especially big goals like creating your dream life, well, understand that in early stages, this balance that you are trying to hold on to and maintain is what is pulling you back, is what is stopping you, is what is slowing you down. So the actionable steps that we went over are: set non-negotiables, cut distractions, and think long-term before you choose short-term comforts. And that's how you build a high achiever mindset. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Aziza. I help you embrace your growth journey and create your dream life. So if you resonate with this type of content, and if you are on your path to create your dream life, if you have goals, big goals, ambitions, and you want to have the best life possible and create it for yourself, well, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.